If you fell into a black hole, you would die in the strangest way the universe allows, and impossibly in two completely different ways at the same time. To someone watching you from a safe distance, you would slow down, turn red, grow dim, and freeze at the edge, hanging there motionless for the rest of eternity. But from your own point of view, you would sail straight past that edge, get stretched into a thread thinner than a hair, and vanish into a place the rest of the universe can never follow. Two deaths, both completely real, both happening to the very same you. Because a black hole is the one place in all of existence where the deepest, most unshakable rules of reality quietly come apart in your hands. Let me show you exactly how from the outside and from the inside. First, what a black hole even is. It's a region of space where gravity has become so unimaginably strong that nothing can escape it. Not a rocket, not a signal, not even light itself, the fastest thing in the universe. And around every black hole is an invisible boundary called the event horizon. It is, quite literally, the point of no return. Cross it, and nothing at all, is ever coming back out. So picture it. You're falling toward one, feet first, and far away, safely out of reach. A friend is watching you go through a powerful telescope. You are both about to witness the very same event, and you're going to experience two utterly different things. Because near a black hole, gravity doesn't only pull on objects. It warps time itself. Start with your friend, watching from a distance. As you fall toward the horizon, the black hole's gravity stretches time. And from their point of view, your clock begins to run slow. They see you fall in slow motion, then slower. The light coming off you gets stretched along the way, shifting from ordinary colors to red, then to infrared, then out of visible range entirely, so you redden and dim. And as you drift toward the horizon, you appear, to them, to slow almost to a stop and freeze and fade away, without ever quite crossing over. To your friend, you never actually fall in. You hang there, frozen at the edge, reddening into darkness for the rest of time. They will watch you stuck at that boundary forever, long after you yourself are gone. But here's the thing. From your point of view, absolutely none of that happens. You feel no slowing of time at all. Your own clock ticks along completely normally. You simply fall toward the horizon, and if the black hole is large enough, you cross straight over it without noticing a single thing. No wall, no video, no flash. You sail past the point of no return, and you might not even be able to pinpoint the moment you did it. So there it is, two observers, one event, and they will disagree permanently about whether you ever cross the edge. And both of them are completely, equally right. That's not a riddle waiting to be solved. That is genuinely how reality works near a black hole. But crossing the horizon does not solve your problem, because a black hole pulls harder on whatever is closer to it. And falling feet first, your feet are closer than your head, so they get pulled harder. And that difference stretches you, gently at first, and then more and more, until you're drawn out into a long, impossibly thin strand of yourself. Scientists have given this process a name that is somehow both silly and horrifying: spaghettification. For a smaller black hole, this stretching gets you before you even reach the horizon. For a truly giant one, you could cross the horizon perfectly intact and only be pulled apart much later, far deeper in. But either way, in the end, the tides always win. And here's the part that's almost harder to hold in your head than being stretched into a noodle. The instant you cross that horizon, your entire relationship with the universe changes. No signal you send, no light, no radio wave, no desperate message can ever escape back out. From that moment on, you are completely, permanently cut off from everyone and everything you have ever known. The universe seals itself shut behind you. But it's stranger even than being trapped, because inside the horizon, space and time swap their roles. Out here, in normal space, you can move in any direction you like, left, right, up, down, but you can only ever move forward in time. The future is the one direction you cannot avoid. Inside a black hole, moving toward the center becomes exactly like that. The singularity, at the very heart of it, isn't a place you might fall into if you're not careful. It becomes a moment in your future that you cannot avoid, as unavoidable as tomorrow. Every path you could take, every direction you could turn, every choice you could make, all of them now lead to the center. The center has stopped being aware. It has become a when. And what waits there at that center? The honest answer is that we do not know. Our best theory of gravity says that all the matter is crushed down into a single point of infinite density, where the fabric of space and time curves infinitely sharply, and where the equations that flawlessly describe everything else in the universe simply break down and start spitting out infinities. It's called a singularity, and it may be the single largest hole in all of human knowledge, a place where our physics, the physics that put us on the moon and built the device you're watching this on, flatly, completely stops working. And there's a cruel little twist in that. To find out what's really at the center, you would have to go in. And going in means you can never come back to tell anyone what you found. The one place in the universe that holds the answer is the one place from which no answer can ever return. So step all the way back, because a black hole is far more than a cosmic vacuum cleaner or a monster lurking in space. It is the one place in the entire universe where the two things we hold as most absolutely certain both quietly fall apart. The first is that there's a single, objective reality that everyone shares. But near a black hole, two people genuinely, permanently disagree about what happened to you, frozen at the edge or fallen clean through, and reality flatly refuses to pick a side. Both stories are true, and the second thing that breaks is even deeper. The idea that the future is open, a wide field of possibilities you move through freely. Inside a black hole, the future collapses down into a single point that you fall toward as helplessly as you fall in it next week. A black hole is the one place where objective reality and the open future, the two things you build your entire life on top of, come apart in your hands. Now, you will almost certainly never fall into a black hole. But that was never really the point. The point is that they are real. There are millions of them scattered through our galaxy alone, and an enormous one anchoring its very center. And inside every single one, the steady, dependable rules you live by every day simply dissolve. Time freezes and stretches. You would be two contradictory things at once. The universe seals behind you, and physics itself throws up its hands and goes quiet. The black hole is the universe's edge. It's full stop. It's one locked door. The single genuinely unanswerable question it has, sitting out there in the dark, right now, as you breathe. So what happens if you fall into a black hole? You freeze at the edge forever, and you fall clean through in an instant. You're stretched into a thread, and you cross a line that seals the whole universe behind you. And you fall, helplessly, the way you fall into tomorrow, toward a center where everything we know how to say about reality simply runs out of words. It is the strangest fate the universe permits. And maybe the most humbling thing of all is what it quietly reveals, that the calm, solid, dependable world you are standing in is not all of reality. It's only the part where the rules still hold. Out there, in the dark, there are places where they don't, where time bends, where reality forks, where the future shrinks to a single point, and where the universe keeps a secret it will never, ever let out. We can aim our telescopes at the door, but some doors, it turns out, the universe built to open only one way.